Chat. Hello! Hello, chat! Hello again, chat! We are doing another hand cam stream because I want to. Also, I need to fix some things. I also just want to do a lot more of these. I like crafting. I like doing like handcrafts and that kind of thing. So I really want to. Oh, let me turn some extra light on so it's not so yellow. It's really yellow in my room. I don't know what it is. There we go. Oh, I dropped something. There we go. Hello, money. Hello. Hello, everybody. Oh, wait, let me go put on my BGM. There we go. I really like that you don't have to do anything to do RuneScape music on as your background music. And it's good music too. It's like very like old school video gamey. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes. Yes, we are doing some more fixing thingies. So I'm going to show you an example of some fixing stuff that I've done previously. And I'm going to show you an example of what I'm going to be doing. Right? Previous mending thing that I've done. I have some gardening pants. Oh. I love how I'm making noises like these are particularly heavy. They're not. They're just cotton pants. Where is it? Okay, there's the new holes. Here's the old hole. Ugh. Okay. Here are my gardening pants. As you can see right here, there's a little hole that I've patched up from the back and I've stitched over it. It's a little hard to see the stitches. That's fine. They kind of blend in with the fabric. But if you flip it inside out, you can see the patch there. Now, for whatever reason, I can't find this fabric again. I have two fabrics that came in the same set as it. I'm probably going to go with this one. Just because I think that color matches this. If I decide to do this form of patch again, which I might not. I might decide to do something else. Now, a couple of days ago when I was out in the garden, doing a little more planting, I sat on a railroad tie. Now, what is a railroad tie? It is a rod of steel that thick around that is sticking up out of the edge of my raised bed. I didn't see it. I sat on it, and unfortunately, it gave me a hole that big. So I was walking around the garden with a hole this big in my ass, and then of course there's a smaller one there. The smaller one I'm less concerned about. I can just do like a normal patch, but this thing, I don't know, man. I could do a normal patch with that, but I think I want some backing. I want something on the back of it so you don't see like, yoo-hoo, you know. So I want to get that fixed. The other stuff I want to do, I've got some socks that I want to patch the bottoms of. See how this is all raw and a little worn out. Same with this. These are my mom's socks. I'm fixing these for her. This one, and I have another pair of socks that I already have. So this sock is fine, but here's my little sock mending kit. And this is my little sock mending mender. This is an easy weave. You, oh gosh, you really can't see the threads on that. Oh. What you do is you, hang on, let me see if I can. That's really blurry, but hopefully you can see that. I don't know how to focus with this camera. So you like do the zigzag with the thread and then you weave the thread in and out of the thread and it forms like a patch basically. It's a woven patch. Yeah. It's really easy to use. You do this and then you weave your thread through and then you do that and you weave your thread through the other way and you just keep doing that until it fixes itself. So yeah. I think though, do I have... Okay, yes, I do have more. Here's thread A. Here's thread B. I've been using this thread. I'm almost out of it. Doing my sock repairs. Perfect things to use T-tins for is little repair kits. So useful! It is so useful! Anyway, I think what I want to do is I want to fix this first so that I can use my speed weave for my pants. This shouldn't take me too long. So I will show you all how this works. Let me put my pants away. And let me move this in. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. I hope y'all can see this okay. How do I focus? Oh, I found the focus button. Oh my goodness. Now we can see things. Okay. Beautiful. Oh my god, wait, I forgot to change my shirt. Hold on. I'll be right back. You guys just... Hello, welcome back with food. I have to go change my shirt. I will be right back. I forgot to change my shirt so you can see my arms. Oh, okay. I'm not going to subject you to my pale arms. They're pink, to my great shame. I will be right back. I return. You can't see my arms anymore. Okay, so we're gonna focus. Good. So, the speed weave. I've already got it set up. If you want me to, well, later on I'll probably show you guys how I set it up, but here we go. I have a needle, I have thread, and what you do is you leave it like so, and you bat it in. This is basically just a way of setting up a loom, like a looming system. At least aren't the beacons of Gondor are lit white, that's true. Why is there a railroad tie in the garden? The railroad ties are holding together the raised garden beds. So, like, literally we have these, sorry, I'm gonna stick that there. These, like, I don't know why I'm making this motion. This is, like, not the size of the things. We have these, pillars? No, not pillars. Beams. We have these wooden beams that we like stacked together like bricks. And then we drilled into them, and we used these railroad ties to hammer them into the ground. So, yes, so that's how that works. And the beams are starting to rot because it's been a long time. But yeah, the ties are still in there, and oh no is correct. It's fine. It's fine if wood rots in the garden, because then it just like adds more carbon to the soil and it's good for the plants. Okay, so you go here. Might have to like lift this up a little bit. Oh, come on now. There we go. I was trying to get the correct... attention appropriate meme. I will look for that after stream. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually like focus it up here. Yeah, there we go. So you guys get a little bit of a better idea about how this works. Yeah, so now we just weave in and out all the way down. The way I do it, just to avoid like sliding my needle into the thread, is to like do this. If I can do this, my needle is fine and my thread will go through. Now we hold on to the end of the thread and we pull it through and we have another layer, right? And then we just turn it around. We'll bat it in. Hang on a moment. There we go. Bat it in. And you guys can see the hole there, right? Like just right through the sock. I'm hitting the backing of the speed weave. I did not realize that it was already set up, so I'm just gonna, you know, keep doing this. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I have a bunch of socks that I really, really like. Like, these are old Harry Potter socks. Master has given Dobby a sock! Dobby is free! These were a gift, and I don't want to get rid of them. So I'm fixing them. Because they make me happy every time I look at them. Yes. Dobby is free! So that's where the thread goes. I'm gonna push the needle in here and then up. Ah! Hang on. So I can see a little better. Oh, so you guys can see a little better, rather. Push the needle in here. You just need a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. There you go. And pull it through. And you do want to hold on to the other end of the thread so it doesn't like pull at your sock. There, yeah. Oh, and here's one end of the thread. Do. Oh, come on now. Why are you being a pain? Come on. Quit being a pain. Let me get in there. I don't know what it is about, like, every little thing I say, but it always sounds just a little wrong. Just a little wrong. A little dirty, a little wrong. A little bit raunchy. That's fine. That's fine. That's just the way I am. Yeah, and then I'm gonna bat it. Ooh, squish. And then pull it through. Yeah. And let's see here. I don't know what the heck happened there. What the heck is going on here? I don't know, there's like a weird bulge here. I don't like that. Here, you get through there. Thank you. Pull to the other end. Wonderful. I'll pull you to the other end. There we go. Okay. Sorry. It was a little unfixed and I didn't like it. So, we're just gonna do. So chat, while I'm doing this, tell me, how are your days going? How's your week been? It is Friday. Did y'all have a good week? Hope y'all had a good week. I had a pretty okay week. I mean, earlier on in the week it was pretty good. And it rained today, which is good for the garden, which I really like. And of course, it like dropped the temperature by 10 degrees, which is also fantastic. It has been sweltering hot, and it's just gonna get hotter here. Oh, awful, 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 awful. Very evil. I don't know why I turned it all the way this way. Y'all probably can't... Oh, with my face down like this, you can't see me. Okay, let me see if I can't fix that. Here, camera. I was fine until I learned about a potential change that may occur at work yesterday. Ooh. Work change is never fun. Having stuff happen at work is like... sometimes it's necessary, but I feel like a lot of times it isn't, and it just causes problems. Let's see here. Ooh. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you see these little like ridges here. Hang on, let me... focus. You see how I'm like sending my needle through one of the ridges and it's 2 threads? That's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm doing it. This camera, this like hand cam camera is actually really good. I'm very pleased with it. I'll have to tell Akari this is a good find. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't bat stuff down. That's okay. I'll do it this time. Doop, 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 doop. So yeah, human waterfall. I really hope that whatever is changing at work isn't like too bad. I mean, from the way you're reacting, it doesn't sound like it's great. I'm really sorry about that, man. My work's been going pretty good. We've been really busy, which is always good for us because it's a small business, and we're getting a lot of clients. We're getting some new references. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Tell you more later. Don't want to see details. Yeah, that's fine. Totally understandable. You gotta keep that stuff private. Let's see here. This thing. Let's see here. 1 over. Do that? Yeah, I want to do that. 1 over. Under 2 threads and up. Oh, hang on. I want to go this way. Yeah. And then, of course, once I'm done with this, I'll just, like, tie it off. And then what I'll probably do is from the back, I'll tie it in. But honestly, I think this will be fine the way it is. I'll just, like, weave in and out there and, like, whip stitch this end. and it'll be good, and I'll weave this in, and I usually do that like on the diagonal, and it's been pretty good. It's been pretty effective. Okay. This was my Christmas gift to myself and 3 of my friends. Because of course, Tabs has IRLs who share a lot of Tabs' same interests, as you do, right? And I'm lucky enough that, like, my interests, like, this is something that you can really do in person, right? Like, you can, I mean, I guess if you're, like, into a TV show or something, you can hang out with them in person. I guess, like, I haven't done that myself. Yeah, if you're into a TV show or something, you can hang out in person and watch the TV show, but this is, like, a little more communal. Like, have you ever heard of a stitch and bitch? Because boy oh boy, did I used to do that with my friends all the time. We would get together, we would make stuff, we would bitch about life. Oh, it was great. It was fantastic. We're planning on doing that a little bit more this year, because we got a big project coming up. If you can, I highly, highly, highly recommend finding IRL friends who do the same crafty hobbies as you. It's one thing if you don't have a crafty hobby or a creative hobby, but if you do, join a group or something like that and just like hang out with people who do that thing in real life. It is, I can't even describe how like healing it is to be around people who understand how your brain works and the kind of stuff you think about. It is so, so, so good for you to have people in real life. And I understand that, like, we're on the internet, you know, a lot of people are here because they don't have anyone in real life. But if you can, go looking for a group. Oof. Come on, come on. Yeah, it gets a little bit warped towards the end of it, but that's okay. We'll get there. It's fun. One thing I dislike about my current area is that I moved away from IRL friends. Yeah. Yeah, that is one thing that I'm concerned about, especially because, like, friends move away all the time, right? And life takes you all sorts of places. But, oof, I do not want to move away from people that I know who do stuff IRL with me. It's just, On the other hand, I'm kind of an adventurous type, so I like the idea of moving to a far-off place and, like, working my way around a new city and that kind of a thing. But, like, meeting new people, that's always so, so hard. It's so, so, so hard. Human Waterfall, do you guys... I know that there are a few places around you, but I'm guessing there's not that many, like, meetup groups or anything like that. Oof. Meeting people gives me an anxiety attack if I'm alone. Oh, shit, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that's rough. That's, yeah. That is the other part of it, is that you have to be able to go out and meet people. For me, it's, like, anxiety-inducing, but I'm not likely to have an anxiety attack, I don't think. Although, who knows? Maybe I would. I also try not to, like, do new things if I'm doing it on my own. Just because I don't know how to talk to people, you know? I feel like at least if there's like a hobby, I can ask questions about the hobby, but if it's like something else, I don't know. There aren't many groups in the area. That too. Yeah, I know your situation. Your situation's a little lonely. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that, but your situation's a little specific. But gosh. Also, sometimes like a lot of meetup groups, they meet up like during the day. Like, aren't you people at work? Attack is an exaggeration. I just can't meet other people with a second person to bounce off of that I know. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how I am. I feel like it's so much easier to like meet people if you have someone there with you. And if you don't have anyone, like, that becomes such a barrier to entry. I'm lucky because I can sometimes just drag my mom to things. I'm like, hey, I want to go do this thing. Come with me. I'm gonna force you to come with me and enjoy a new thing, even if it has nothing to do with anything you're ever interested in. But she's a good sport about it. I dragged her to a YouTuber show once. I got tickets, or no, she bought me tickets because I was broke. Going up to random people at non-meetups to talk with them is something I just can't do. Yeah, right? It's like, I don't understand how people can do that, frankly. Like, it's always a little flattering, but also part of me is always like, you have an agenda. Like, fucking nobody does that anymore. Nobody goes up to random people and just talks to them. And sometimes, yes, that's a little bit lonely. But, and sometimes it's like you meet a tourist or something, or you are a tourist and you meet like a random local and you're like asking for directions to get to talking. That's a little different. But, yeah, if someone just like comes up and starts talking to me, I'm like, are you selling something? Are you trying to convert me to some religion or cult or whatever? What's going on here? Because vast majority of people don't do that. They don't go up and randomly start talking to people. And I think in some ways that's a little bit of a problem, but in other ways, like, man, sometimes I really just want to be left alone. Although I guess in that case, I'll just like wear my headphones or something if I really want to be left alone. And that way I know for sure. But see, that's the only way to know for sure that like the people who are coming up to you are cult people, right? Oh yeah, ads. That's fine, y'all have the VOD. Y'all have the VOD, okay. I'm gonna just do one more layer, one more row. I said layer, it's a row. It's a row. Gosh, I really hope I'm not going through the threads here. It's a little hard to tell right at the end, but... Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do. Okay, ads end in 12 seconds. I will show y'all how this works at the end of ads. Okay. Hello! Welcome back from ads, guys. Okay, so I've just done the last row, and I'm going to do like one last little pull through, like so. And now we're gonna take the speed weave off. By which I mean, I'm going to undo this rubber band. I'm gonna pull this off. One thread at a time. You, here, oh, hang on. I was doing that a little bit too close to me. There we go. Hopefully y'all can see now. I'm just pulling the loop off one at a time. Come on now. Here's number 3. So I pull the loop off of each of these hooks. 2, 1, and we're free. This comes off. Goodbye. I'll put it over here. And I'm just going to whip stitch all of these in. So I'm going to pull that down. And whip stitch is you go in and you come out through the top of the hoop. Like so. A little hard to see here. There you go. There's a whip stitch. I'm just going to do that through the top of every one of these little last loops, last row of loops. That's how I'm going to attach stitching to the sock. Why are you such a pain in particular? You in particular. What about this loop in particular? Why are you like this? Did I like go through the sock? I did. I went through the sock a little bit. That's annoying. Okay, fine. Fine. You want to be like that? You get whip stitched in too. Sorry, there's like the top row on this. I accidentally stitched it through the sock at one point, so it's not actually as useful as it ought to be. But that's okay. Things don't have to be 150% useful. Sometimes they just are the way they are. I'm just going to whip stitch this on. What was I saying? Going up to talk? Yeah, going up to talk to random people is really, really, really difficult. And I think it is for most people. Like, the kind of person who can just go up and randomly talk to a person, you gotta have a lot of balls. And also, like, in a casual setting where you're not supposed to randomly go up and talk to people, like, I always get a little suspicious. I'm always like, are you selling something? Are you kind of trying to convert me? What is this? So... I don't know. Are you trying to harass me? What is... yeah. Always just a little bit suspicious. That probably doesn't help, right? Because... you want to be able to be nice to people and talk to them and meet them where they're at. It's just not always here. Okay, now I'm going to weave this in a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, yes. Leave it in. I usually just do it diagonally. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know? Do. Ah! Where am I? Where's the end of my needle? Here it is. Okay. I'll just pull this through. And I'll snip off the end of it. There's my scissors. The scissors! The magic scissors that I learned about last time. There we go. Zhuzh this up a little bit so it's a little more even. Yeah. Oh, now I have to do that to that end. Okay. Got this scrap of yarn here now. That's perfect, actually. I'll just put this in the tin. I'll just wrap this up and put it in the tin. Now I'm probably not going to use this thread for my pants, which is what I'm going to do next. Let's see here. Oh, now I remember what I was using this for. So I use this to help me get the thread, this little bobbin, I use it to help me get the thread in the needle, the yarn in the needle. Because I lost my needle threader, or I broke it, rather. So I just, like... Here, let me... What I'll do... So if you have a little tail like this that's, like, too short to thread and then thread this way, you do this first, and then you thread the thread onto the eye of the needle and you pull it through. Little life hack for you there. I'm just going to... weave this in a little bit. Come on now. Get in. No, come on. Get in. In. In, please. There we go. Okay. So, here's the eye of the needle. Yeah, here's the eye of the needle. I'm going to turn it sideways so you can't see. I'm going to take this little purple thread, stick it through. Come on. It goes through the eye of the needle. Come on. If I can get it. There we go. There we go. Whoopee! So that becomes the loop that I put this thread through, the yarn. And then I pull it through. Here we go, and then I pull the needle through. Oh, hold on. Oop. Oop, 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 oop. There we go. And now I just zhuzh this around so it's not so tight on everything. Come on now. Come on. Pull through, please. You pull up. Oh, I overdid it. Oh, that was silly of me. There we go. That's a little better. Cool. And now I snip this. And that just goes in the trash. Where's my trash? Oh no. I've lost it. Where did my trash bin go? Here, I'll put it over there. There we go. So now we have a mended sock. I can put this in the wash now, and I think it's actually already clean. I think I cleaned it. I did. I cleaned it before I started fixing it. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Do, do, do. And here is the finished product. Oh, where'd it go? Here. Here it is. Right over the tip of the sock. Dobby is free! So these can now get paired up again. And they can go in my sock drawer. Yippee! Okay, so just to show you all how this works, this is the speed weave. I got it from like a guy in Ukraine. I think he makes these professionally. So it did take like a month to get here. But these are handmade. The rubber band is what holds everything together. And you use this as basically like a little loom. And that's how you, what is the term? Thresh the loom? There's a specific term for it that I've forgotten. Rack. This is how you rack the loom. Go one way, you do it, You go the other way, you do it. Now, what I want to do on my pants is I want to see if it's feasible or reasonable to cut a little. Hang on, let me move some of my things. I'm gonna put this away and I'm gonna get some embroidery floss because my pants are cotton and that was wool. We'll just move some things out of the way. You go over there, you go over there, you go over here. Ah! No, where'd it go? Come back. Oh no, where's my... There it is. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna put you guys up here. This is the backing fabric that I want to use. Just in case I decide to go this route. I might just go the same route as my socks, but I think this is better because it's on my butt. It's on my butt. I don't want to, like, be able to see little bits of my underwear through the... Ugh, no, I want to have backing fabric, I think. Now, where's my pants? Here's my pants. There we go. Let me pull this back a little bit. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. These pants were also a gift. I have a lot of clothes that were gifts. I don't know what it is. I guess I look so homeless most of the time. I look like I don't have clothes. So. Why don't I do the big hole first? Or should I do the little hole first? No, do the big hole first. Let me open this up. And, oh, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to check this with the big hole, comparatively. Yeah, I'm gonna want a backing, and I'll be able to do a backing as well and not waste too much fabric. Because I need a piece big enough to go all the way around and get, like, taken by the rubber band. So I'm gonna use this as a template. Let me pull this down for a second and finish unfolding this. So this is, if you've ever been to a fabric or craft store, this is what's called a fat quarter. And it is 1/4 yard in rectangle form. And a lot of quilters use these because you can get like small amounts of accent fabric for not too much money. I think, let's see here. What's a good section that I should use? Honestly, probably this section. In the back, maybe this over here. It's darker. But that's like in the middle of it. I want to like go in at a corner. Maybe that one? It's kind of brown. I don't know. This is a little brown. This corner's a little brown. This corner's a little multicolored. I don't know how I feel about that. This might be the best corner. But then this corner's like really, really light. I think this corner's the best one. So. I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna do this sort of all the way around so I kind of know where all I need to cut. Okay. So cut here, cut here. Where's my scissors? I have nice fabric scissors because, oh, there goes my mouse. Is this the right drawer? I don't think it's the right drawer. Hold on, I'm out. That's also not the right drawer. Where's my nice fabric scissors? What happened with them? Oh, must have put them somewhere. Must have moved them and put them somewhere. You know what? I have another pair of scissors that I can use. Where are they? Right here. Here we go. Cheap fabric scissors. Now, does not need to be straight because this is just going behind a... Oh my god, these are so dull. Ah! Can I use these? Are these gonna be better? Yes. Oh, that cuts like a dream. Okay. Not quite a dream. Here we go. You go all the way here, and then we cut across. You know, I don't need that there anymore. I can just, like... Hello? Why have you stopped cutting perfectly? What is wrong with you? Oh, I'm cutting it at a weird angle. Okay, that's why. Ugh! I don't- where are my fabric scissors gone? What have I done with them? It's such a stupid thing to do, Tabs. You need those. And they're nice fabric scissors, too! What have I done? What have you done with them? Okay, this is for the backing, for the big one. I'll just take this and stuff it over there. You all suck. Back into the abyss you go. I gotta wonder if you can go back in. Get in! So, this is gonna go over the backing of the speed weave. You'll find the minutes after stream ends. No! You're so right, I will. Oh, awful, I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Oh no, those are my glasses. Okay. Okay, so this goes here, and then it goes behind the hole. I gotta center the hole over the speed weave backing, like so. Right? Many times has the card looked in a spot you'd previously checked and immediately found what you were looking for? You know us too well, and you need to stop. Okay, hang on. How do I want to do this? Like so, yeah. Because I want that slit to be closed as much as possible. So close, tighten it that way. Okay. And then light it up a little bit. This goes on top. And this goes around. Okay, okay, okay. This is a little, this part of the process is a little bit delicate, but ugh. Ugh. Okay, cool. I think we've got it. That hurt a little bit, but that's fine. Pain is part of the process. So, now we turn all of these straight up. All the way across. That's not straight up. What am I doing? Hello, Summer! How you doing? How's it going? And there we have it. It's all set up to get woven in and fixed. And I'll have this nice backing there. Doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good too. I am just about to start fixing a hole in my pants. You can turn your slime into hands. I stole these hands. I full on just abducted someone and I'm using their hands. Don't call the police. It's fine. It's technically consensual. I don't want to get into it. How the fuck do I open this thing of embroidery? Look, embroidery floss, it will not open. It can't open. Technically. I said don't worry about it. I got it open. There we go. Let's find something that's gonna not clash horribly with this. I might be out of luck, though. I don't think I have any gray. I've got various blues. I've got... I don't know what that is made of. Got this blue, which is probably the closest I'm gonna get. I've got white. I've got black. I've got red? That would be weird. Why do I have, like, scraps in here as well? Ew, get out. Get someone stronger next to... Ah! Look, it's either this or I full on kill a man. So, you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. I've got that one. I could, like, do a contrast and use the green. I think that would look a little strange, though, especially with, like, the dark backing that I have in here. Like, that's a little odd. Although I could do two-toned. I like how there's no in-between. There is no in-between. It's either I kill a man and I take over his body, or we do it technically consensually. That's like more of a medium tone blue. Why do I have so much blue in here? What's up with this? Oh, I do have some darker colors, but these are like reds and greens. I don't think these aren't gonna work. No. The green maybe, but it... I'm gonna stick those in there. I do like this thing that I found at Joann's before they closed. It is... Hang on a moment. Sparkly is what it is. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Look how sparkly. And so it's got all these little threads, and you thread it apart, and you use that to decorate your stuff. Anyway. Here we go. So these are what I have in terms of colors for the thing. I might just end up going with black, but I really don't want to. I think this blue, or this blue might be my best options. This, like, brownish red is too contrasty. That'll look... I mean, no matter what I do, this is going to be an obvious repair, right? It's not going to be like the other one that I did where it was just gray. Although I guess I could do that. Hang on. Where's that gray? I have gray thread in here somewhere. This is button thread. Hang on. Try not to shut my drawer on all of my... Ooh. That could work. And use button thread instead. I think this is button thread. Definitely feels thicker than all the other threads that I usually use. Maybe? If it's not button thread, it's very thick, normal sewing thread. This actually might be my best option instead of using this stuff. Firstly, because it's a color match. Secondly, because I have the backing. So it'll be visible, but it'll be more subtle. Let's try this. Let's do this! Thread acquired! I'm gonna put that over there. Okay. Just gonna... This... Take some scissors. And snips. Hello? Snip. Cut the thread, please. Cut the fucking thread. That was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. You gotta spit on your thread and then stick it through the hole. Come on. You're through the hole, you're just refusing to continue through the hole. Get in there. Get in there, you bastard. Get in there. There we go. You behaved mostly correctly. So... we're gonna zoom in. Here we go. I've got my thread. I'm just going to adjust it so that it's a little more like half and half. Okay. So the way this usually works is you start like down here. Actually, what I might do, where's my, I have a pencil somewhere. Like a white pencil. It's useful for marking on things. That is, what color are you? Black. No. That's water-soluble disappearing ink. Will you make a mark? Kind of? Sure. Oh, that's definitely wider at the top than it is at the bottom here. I think it's this side that's the problem. There we go. That's better. Y'all can't see any of that. Holy shit. Where's my white pencil? I know I have it somewhere. White pencil, where the fuck art thou? Here you are. And you're stuck to an old mascara. Of course you are. Okay, I'm gonna throw that away. I don't need mascara from 2016 in my room. That shit's almost 10 years old. Here we go. Here's a guideline. And sorry, I'm laughing at myself. And here's a guideline. And that's pretty even. And y'all can see that too. Wonderful. Ew, it looks like a tacky residue. What the fuck? Ugh. Why is makeup packaging so terrible? That's why I don't wear makeup. Everything about it sucks. Okay. So. What I do is I start here. Come on. And I get out, like, here. Right? Oh, actually, I need one more guideline. Hold on a second, guys. Where did I put it? Here it is. There. That's the ridge along which, ooh, it needs to be straighter. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's actually not going to leave me a lot of room. So what I'll do is I'll just get out, like, here. Alright, actually, maybe what I should do is I should, like, go across. Yeah, I'll go across. That's how I'll do it. Go across. Come on. Yeah. And then get in like so. No, come on, come on, I had it. I had it. Get in like so. There, and that'll be just a little bit tighter. And now, here's how it works. You go up and over one of the hooks, and you come down. And you want to do this like as straight as you can, as evenly as you can. Which is hard. It's actually not as easy as it looks. And then you want to go through both layers of fabric and just cut across like so. And then you do the same thing with the next hook. And I think you always start this way. Yeah. That hook's done, I'll just move it to the side. Sometimes you can, yeah, it's nice to like just use your needle to like get it over the next hook. And then you come down to the guideline. You go through both layers of fabric. You just try to get a little bit, and then you come out. And then you turn. Next one, around the hook, come straight down. Get as little fabric as possible. Up and through. Then you turn it down. And you just keep going. And see, now we're over the hole now. We're over the hole now. So we're halfway done with getting this thing started. Here we go. We're halfway done with the warp threads. I think these are the warp. And then the weft is the stuff that goes side to side. I think. I don't actually know all that much about weaving. I like to think I do, but I really don't. Okay. Down into both layers of fabric and then come back up. Come on. Oh my god. Getting to the point where it's just a pain in the ass. Here we go. That's a lot wider than I wanted it to be, but that's okay, because it's through both layers of fabric, which is the important part. Oh no, my little nubbins are being clipped off. Hold on a moment. Where's my VTube studio? You guys get to see my mouse. Where is it? Where is it? You come down. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's better. Y'all aren't gonna see my nubbins getting clipped off. My poor antennae. My poor antennae were getting omnommed by the window screen. By the window edges. Okay, there we go. You go there. Come on. There we go. Hello, Mina! Welcome in. I don't have lurk set up yet, I'm afraid. I'm gonna have to do that. I have a whole list of things that I need to do this weekend, and one of them is fully set up, like my stream monies and everything. Lurk. I want to do fishing. I want to do a lot. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Good. There we go. The base is set up. And honestly, I'm just going to tie these two together and cut the excess. It's not worth it to overcomplicate things. Actually, I should not do that. I should leave those loose and then sew them in later. I'm just being lazy. Okay, where's the other one? Where's my... Here we go. Here's the bobbin. Probably about the same amount. So I just do a wingspan and then I snip it. See, that snipped nice and easy. I don't know what it was. I don't know what the heck I was doing earlier. I guess I was just holding too much tension in it or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Get out of here. Get out of here. Where's my needle? Here it is. You know, they never tell you in school that, doing handicrafts, it's dangerous. You start getting a Brooklyn accent. Nobody understands you. Suddenly, bada bing, bada boom, you're walking around saying, hey, I'm walking here, and everybody's like, New York is that way. I don't know what happens when I talk, these different accents come out. It's like I have 500 different people living inside of me. I mean, I did get hungry that one time a long time ago, but I don't think I ate that many people. Okay. So. Now, I'm gonna start over here and then come up here, right on the line. And that's what I'm gonna start from with the weaving portion. Now, like so, this is gonna be a lot easier than weaving with the yarn. This is part of a Darad crafts lead to drugs. I mean, there is a lot of wine drinking in crafting circles. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you at all. There's a lot of wine drinking in crafting circles. Okay. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn it this way. And... there we go. Now, because I'm trying to get through everything, I don't think I necessarily need to No, I do want to get... You know what? I'm just gonna trust the process. Just trust the process. Trust the process. Oh, come on, get through. Thank you. Wonderful. Oh, you need to go over there. Yes, you do. Get out of here. Woo! You know what? This is actually gonna go really quick, which makes me a little nervous because I feel like it shouldn't be going quick, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what the problem's gonna be? All of these threads are gonna be really loose. Fuck. Okay. I'm going to take this out. It's fine. It hasn't been that long. I'm gonna take this out and I'm just gonna do some normal mending the same way I did it over here where it's actually like sewn in. So see how this is actually properly sewn in? I'm just gonna do this instead of doing the weaving on top of the fabric because this is gonna get super... This is gonna be something that's really easy to like get caught on plants or in splinters or that kind of thing because it's so delicate. I wasn't thinking, but that's okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it out. That's fine. Here we go. You. And then I'm gonna pull you out. There we go. Pull you all out. You. Sometimes you just have to frog things, you know? If I remember, alcohol is part of dare, so I'm sure that's fine. Well, I've not been drinking tonight. I decided that was not a good idea tonight. Especially if I'm going to be doing delicate work around here. Frogging in crafting lingo is undoing whatever it is that you've done in the craft. So if you're crocheting, you undo all the crochet stitches. If you're knitting, you'd undo all the knit stitches. It's just part of the process sometimes. And, you know, it's a little frustrating to frog something, but sometimes it needs doing. Like, this definitely needs doing. Which, yes, that's annoying, whatever. But this time, this way, it'll get done properly. I have all this extra thread now. That's okay. I'm gonna go put it over here by my laptop. It can stay over there. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna take the loom part off, and I'm just going to use this. And I'm going to cross the top here. Create a little box. And this box I'm going to stitch in. I'm going to show you how to do that. So. I think the thing to do actually is to see, there's like, this fabric has a grid on it, but you never ever ever are gonna get fabric that's kind enough to get itself torn nicely on the grid. I can't rotate this 90 degrees, unfortunately. So where's my white pencil? Let's see. Here's the middle. Here's the middle of that. Here's the middle of that. And I'm gonna just do that All the way around. It doesn't need to be crazy exact. We're just trying to make this look a little neat. Right, there's that. And this will come out in the wash as well, so that's nice. There we go. I'm just going to draw a grid in here. Hello, Zero. I'm doing good. I am mending some clothes. Because I am secretly a 60-year-old woman in disguise as a VTuber. You've caught me. You gonna report me to the police? No! You're a true ally, Zero. You're a true ally. So there's my grid. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. I'm gonna do, like, a stitch per grid or something like that. It's not crime law. You good? Okay. I'm taking your word for it. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna try to get both fabrics in. I'm just gonna follow the grid lines. I'm gonna go between these two lines. I know that they're two different lines, but there we go. Pull through. Now we go this way. Both pieces of fabric. Come out the other end. Oh, uh-oh. I almost pulled all the way through. Come on. Come on. Ah. Oh, that could have gone badly. Anyway, there we go. We're good. There. This is just turning into a cozy crafting stream, guys. I hope that wherever you are, you're curled up and you're having a nice, quiet evening. Just enjoying yourselves and your own company. That is something that doing handcrafts like this requires you to do, is kind of just enjoy yourself, you know? Love yourself as you are, as you come. And I think that's really valuable. You gotta be able to be in your own head and enjoy it. And yeah, you can like listen to a podcast or something, but so often if you do that, it actually gets in the way of you doing the craft, I think. Especially if you're doing something more complicated. If you're doing something like my mending, that's a little different. But if you're like working on an amigurumi, I find like with crochet in particular, it can be kind of difficult to just tune out. You know, you don't want to. It's not good for you. Well, we're gonna get like little stripes here. That's cute. We're gonna get little stripes of threads. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. I feel much better about the direction I'm taking this in. I should probably have gone vertical rather than horizontal first, but that's okay. Oh, we've reached the end of the folds. I'm just going to, where's the other? There we go. Pull that through. Give myself a little more thread slack. And keep going. Reason why I need to get these fixed, actually, is because I need to do some more gardening. I still haven't gotten all my plants planted. Isn't that crazy? I decided against planting, like, at least 100 other plants. So I'm down to 400 plants. And I still haven't gotten them all planted. I'm just a little insane when it comes to the plants. Potentially insane, I mean. Life would be boring if you were sane. Oh, that's so true. I would be very bored if I were sane, I think. Although I guess if I were sane, I wouldn't know the difference. That's weird to think about, though. You're right, I do prefer to be just a little bit out there. I like having 500 plants in my plant. Oh gosh, I do need to, like, fully do one of the beds that I was planning on doing, though, at least by the time fall rolls around, because I'm planting all my garlic in there. Oops, can't not do that one. Okay, come on. There we go. Come on. Ugh. I'm getting caught a little bit on the rest of my pants. I'm gonna come over here a little bit. Come on. Where's the end of the needle? No, that's too far. There we go. There we go. Come on. I don't have a thimble. I think I need a thimble. I don't know why I'm doing this bare-fisted. I deserve a thimble. Come on. And the eye of this needle is really not ideal. I was using this for the thicker thread. I should be using a thinner needle. But that's okay. That is okay. I will survive. No, a little further. There we go. All right. And here is our last horizontal row. I'll do vertical rows next. Now I need a little further back. There we go. Come on, you can come through. And last one. Oh, come on now. Can you behave yourself, please? I don't know why it's suddenly so much harder, but it is. Oh, I really hope I've been going through all the layers of fabric that I need to. Oh, if I haven't been, oh, that's gonna be bad. Oh, that's gonna be very annoying. I think I have been. It's felt like multiple layers. Here we go. Okay. Now we're gonna go this way. I hope I have enough thread. I didn't measure this before I started. I realize I haven't really talked much about fixing clothes. Aside from saying that, like, there are some clothes that I just don't want to replace. I don't like clothes shopping all that much. I like looking at pretty clothes, but most clothes shopping is really utilitarian. And I get... with utilitarian stuff, it's something that I, like, really prefer to make myself. If that makes sense. What happened here? Something happened here. Oh my god, I missed a whole row. Oh my god, I missed a whole row. I'm gonna have to go back and frog. I did do something wrong. I was like, there's something wrong here. There is. I'm not crazy. I'm just a little blind. I need, like, my mom's light. I have to frog it. I have to frog it back to here, specifically. I came down here, and then I came over, and I went over one, and I shouldn't have. I should have just gone up. Ugh. So, in case you can't see the mistake... here. I, like, came up there, came down here, went under, and then went over this way instead of going over up the way I should have. This, I have to come back to here. Oh, that's so annoying. But it's worth it in order to do it correctly. I was not paying attention, and that's what I get for trying to talk and work at the same time, but it's worth it so I can talk to you guys. You know what I mean? I think if I didn't talk, I'd be a little bored. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Just a few more stitches. Need to come out. Last one. There we go. Okay. We're back here. Let me just rethread my needle. Whew. Whew. Where is the end? Here's the end. Come on, get in. Actually, I should get a better needle. I'm gonna stick this in here with that because that's really for socks. Where are my needles? Here are my needles. 25 assorted needles. I think these are mostly all the same. But I'm going to go with you here. That's a much better needle. And there's no other needles in that part of the container, so I'll just leave that open. Now this is gonna be a little bit of a pain to get in, because look at that eye. You can't see it. It's so tiny. You can kind of see it. Yum, yum, yum. Mmm. I love the taste of... What is this made of? It's unknown fiber. See here, where's the eye? There's the eye. Are you kidding me right now? My spit is failing me. Why is my slime failing me? No, that did not go through. Mew? Okay, I'm gonna have to try to do this off camera, guys. I'm so sorry. I think this hole was actually just too small for me. What the fuck? Oh, 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 oh. Success. Success. I did it. Haha. Oh, you better not come undone, you fiend. Okay, so instead of going across, I'm gonna go up. I thought it was a little strange that the stripes weren't striping, but I guess I didn't consider it. Oh, I kind of want to go back and redo that. Oh, should I? No, it's fine. It's mending on garden pants. This is not meant to look good. It's just meant to be functional. Like, I do want it to look good, but it doesn't need to be beautiful. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to function. All it needs to do. Oh, and that's going through the fabric so much more smoothly. Oh yes, I made the right decision in switching to a different needle. Oh. Come on. Here we go. There we go. Here we are. Come on. Ow! Stabbed myself. Gotta do it at least once every session. Gotta get a good stabbing in there. At least once. You don't, then you're not doing it right. Where's the line? Here's the line. Come on. Get out of here. All right. Here's the last part. I can mostly still see the grid, although it is rubbing off, which is not ideal. But once I'm done with this section of sewing, the grid will be really obvious. Right? And then I can just sew the rest of it in. Come on. There we go. Oh, we're so close. I'm so close, chat. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Also, I can see it. I've only got 2 rows left. Come on, come on, come on. And you get... Yeah. Now you may be thinking, Tabs, didn't you not do the other version of mending, the other mending style specifically so that you didn't have these long loops of thread that could easily get like grabbed onto by a weed or something? Aren't these also pretty big stitches? And they are, but they're more flush and they're stitched into the fabric. So they're not gonna have the same level of like, I could reach in there with my fingers and grab it and pull it up and hold up my pants by my mending. It's not going to be like that. And frankly, ideally, if your mending is like that, you should fix it. That's poor mending. Which is why I'm pretty sure that loom, the usual loom, this thing is meant to be used with embroidery floss. That's what it's for. It's for embroidery floss. It's really for things like socks and jeans and things. Stuff that you want to use that super thick fabric thread with. I mean, I could use it with this. I could go super like hot pink on a gray background and really lean into the visible mending stuff. I don't really want to. This is subtle enough for me. Might be crazy in my words, but I'm not always crazy in my dress. You want my crazy? You gotta talk to me. And yes, that is a threat. Okay. Last stitch on the horizontal stitching. Let's go. Yeah, boy. Okay. And that looks so much better as well. Look at that. Look at all this. Oh, come on. You fonctionné, huh? There we go. Interesting conversation was a threat. Yes, indeed it is. So there's the horizontal stitching. See if I can... just to focus. There we go. There's the horizontal stitching. Got stitching there, stitching there. I'm going to do vertical stitching this way now. I'm just going to go up and down. And so we're going to get a whole bunch of little L's on here. And they're all going to be pointing in this direction. Are we? Are we going to get L's? We're going to get a row here and a row here. No, we're going to get a full line here. And then a full line here. Well, it might be pointing that way, actually. We'll see. Nope, that's too far. Oh, come on. You know what? That's fine. I'll take it. Goodness. You know what I should set up, guys? I should set up text-to-speech so that y'all can talk to me while I do hand cams and I don't have to look at chat. That would be very useful. Tabs having, like, big brain ideas about how she should set up her stream. Partway through stream? Yeah. All good here. Okay. There we go. There's one row. Yeah, see, we're gonna get a line like this here and a line like that there, but I don't think we're gonna get it that way. Let me turn this here. By the way, let me know when I need to, when it's getting a little blurry and I need to reset the camera. Not reset it, but reframe the zoom. Resume in the thing, yes. Just let me know when it's getting a little blurry, and I will fix it. I'm a little enthralled in pushing a needle in and out of fabric. Oh my gosh, it's almost 11 o'clock. I will literally be here all night crafting, y'all, so y'all stay and go as you want. Enjoy the BGM. What do I have left to do in the garden? I have a couple more peppers to plant. I have more eggplant to plant. I'm gonna have so much fucking eggplant. I hope you IRLs of mine who happen to be listening in appreciate eggplant, because you're gonna get some. Wonderful. There's another row. Oh, come on. In and... Where's the end of the needle? No, that's way too far. A little further. Come on. There, I'll take it. Ow! Every time! I gotta grab the end of the needle and it pokes me. Sadistic little creature. Yeah, that's right, I called you a sadist. I get through one little day, just one day. Oh no, I'm gonna have like a bunch of cubes here. What it's gonna be. I'm gonna have a bunch of cubes surrounded on two sides by a border. I'm okay with that, actually. Little boxes. I like little boxes. It's gonna be really cute. I didn't realize what pattern it was gonna make until I started, so... we go. One row of boxes. Oh, we're almost done. Ooh. Almost done, y'all. Just got 2 more rows left to do, and then we'll tie it off. Oh, is it going to be 2 boxes? It's not. Oh, no, it might be. Hang on. Yeah, it is going to be 2 boxes. 2 rows of boxes. Okay. Last one here. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, come on. You know what? Sure, we'll take it. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. We'll thread it this way, and then I'll have two little boxes, two little rows of boxes. Maybe I'll do like a back stitch around that way. I'll think about it. It is a little late. Are we getting like the same two songs over and over again from... Oh, my camera fell. Are we getting the same two songs over and over again from this RuneScape music? I think we are. I just realized it's just repeating the same tunes. I hope you guys like these two songs. Oh, that's too soon. You. Ah! I don't want to go out of frame. I don't want to go that far out of frame. Actually, if I go here... Oh, y'all, that's really hard for y'all to see. I'll come back here. Yeah, I'll come back here. It's fine. I can see it. Ugh, what are you doing? Stop that. Okay, good. We're fixed for the last, like, 2-3 stitches. Congratulations. You guys get to see things properly for 2 stitches. Okay. I think we're fixed. I think I am going to, should I backstitch for a while? Nah. I'll just leave it here. So... tie a knot. That didn't work. What am I doing? Hang on. Here, I'll do it around this. That makes more sense. There we go. Knot tied. Not looped, and I'm gonna do that needle trick. I didn't actually tie a knot that time. I just kind of okay. I'm going to snip that, snip this, and we are fixed. I have fixed the hole in my pants. Look, watch, 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 watch. You're not gonna be able to see through it. Ready? Are you ready for this magic of 2 hours of work? Look at that. I can't stick my finger through it anymore. Woohoo! Ooh, now time to see the back. Oh, look at that! Oh, it folded over. Oh, no wonder I was having trouble at some ends of it. Okay, that's fine. I'll just trim this. Just trim this off. That's okay. Scissors! Where are my scissors? Where are my nice scissors? I need them. Ah. This is not... Okay, you know what? I am sure I have my nice sewing scissors somewhere. I just can't find them, and that's unacceptable. Put all kinds of things in my drawers. No scissors. It's ridiculous. Where are my scissors? I have another pair of scissors. These are not my nice sewing scissors, excuse me, but we'll see if this works. Does not work. Are you going to work? Ugh. Okay, you kind of work. These are horrible scissors, but at least they're somewhat cutting the fabric. Okay. Now we cut across this way. Come on. You were cutting just a second ago. Cut. Cut, damn you. Do your damn job. Okay, there we go. So here's the back of the patch. Here's scrap. And here's the front of the patch. Yippee! And I guess the fold is over here? No, it's over here. The fold is up here. That's okay. But yeah, here we go. I patched it. All in a evening's work. Y'all can't see me at all. All in an evening's work, guys. And I'm gonna snooze the ad just so I can say goodbye to you all. Snooze. Ads are snoozed for 5 minutes, but that's okay. We're just not gonna have an ad. Good night, everyone. I hope y'all had a good evening. Let's go see who we can raid. Who's streaming right now? Actually, how many people do I have? I have 4 viewers. Yeah, we're gonna go raid someone. Who is streaming right now? Ooh, Mess is streaming some... Oh my god, Mess is making Mina watch scary videos. That would be so much fun. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna send y'all to Chris's because they're doing their annual charity stream for the Trevor Project for Pride Month. Happy Pride, everybody. I'm gonna send you over there. I hope y'all have a good time. I hope y'all have a good evening. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.